Hello, and welcome to the last section of Puzzles and Dragons Dungeons. I believe this is the last lesson until there's anything new in the game. Other than that, look out for my other Puzzles and Dragons playlists. I have a story mode out in to say something here. I will be posting the story mode playlist on my last Puzzles and Dragons 101. Yeah, in the description or the comment section. Anyway, so let's get to this right here. Today we'll be doing this one is the last one, and we'll be doing stage. So we have normal and we have technical. Let's get to normal first. For these, I'm just gonna go through what they are, what they do, and then for technical, I'm gonna go what you get. Make it simple, you know? Okay, with stage 1, we have from stage 1-1 to 113, 1-1 to 113. And how you read these is stage 1 is one of this first set of stage 1, the first set of stages. But then you go to 1-1-1, which is the first stage in the first stages. It's the first stage in the first stages of the main of all the stages. So, yeah. And then we have stage 2, which is from 2-1 to 2-15. And then we have stage 3, which is 3-1 to 3-14. But what makes this one special is you can get Zeus. You don't get Zeus, but this is like a Zeus-based dungeon. Like the boss is gonna be Zeus. When you see a monster headlining on a banner or something like this, you can either get the monster, or that's gonna be the big boss of that monster. Like for example, we have this one. This one only has one dungeon under it. But this is where you get both of the Emperor and the Hero. Well, before, this was the only place you could get it. Same thing with this. You can get the Fire and Water Dragons that work well, that have a co-op skill. I mentioned co-op in the last video with multiplayer. Some monsters have a skill called co-op. Let me make sure I show that as well. Let me see if I can find a monster in my inventory real quick. Hold up. Monsters with, I forgot to mention this part. There's monsters that can use co-op skills. Where is it? Wrong one. Sorry, my whole setup is a mess. So, yeah. Whatever. Anyway, they have a skill where they actually assist in co-op mode. That's what the two dragons you can get from this does. And this is your 314 is a materials drop type deal, but the main one you want to get is Heavy Metal Dragon. It is an everything dragon. It works as a sellable material, upgrade material, and as a unit, unlike the other ones, which are just sellable materials, upgrade materials. Then you have the arenas. You have the training arena, the extreme challenge arena, the hellish training arena, and they all go up in power based on the names. And they all are, and the power scaling is crazy. Or you can go to all and see all of them, all of these in one, but I'm glad they kind of organized them on the sidebar here. So you can just get the one you want. Now we move on to the technical dungeon. This one has stage 1, which is stage 1-1 to 110. Then we have stage 2, stage 2-1 to 211. 211 is one of those special ones where you can each one of these monsters here is a stone dragon at the end that you can capture in each of these dungeons. Then we have for 3, these are blues, which is from 3-1 to 310. Then we have the EXs, EX1-1 to EX111. This one is where you get the mech dragons. This is where you get the ancient dragons. This is where you get the warlord dragons. This is where you get the dragon rider maidens, I believe. I call them that. They don't really have a name for me in my head right now. And then we have the mystic dragons here. We have the pirates riding dragons collection here. We have the flower dragons here. The best one is the blue flower dragon, in my opinion. We have the insect dragons. The best one, in my opinion, is the dark insect dragon. The cat dragons, I used to have a collection of these because, fun fact, I'm a cat person, not a dog person. So, yeah. And then we have the metallic star dragons, or best to say, the constellation dragons here. And then we have, for the opposite, we have the ninja dog dragons here. Then we go to EX21 and EX215. This is where you lurk into the red dungeons a bit. This is how you get, this one right here is where you get Zeus. This is where you get the Phagon. This is where you get Phagon through the dungeons right here. This is where you get the Storm Dragon. No, I'm not trying to play it though. Legendary Hills is where you get the soaring Star Dragon Emperor. No, not Legendary Hills again. This is where you get the Mighty Dragon Emperor. This is where you get the Frost Dragon Emperor. This is where you get the Whirlwind Dragon Emperor. This is where you get that whale thing. I don't really know how to say his name, but in the illustration, it looked like a cooler version of the whale from ReZero. And then this is where you get the This is where you get the Steel Dragon Emperor. This right here is where you get their leader / the big boss of the Dragon Emperors, the Violent Dragon Lord, Valtine. And this is where you get the alt versions of some of the other units. Like we got Machine Noel, Machine Goemon, Machine Athena, Machine Hera, and Machine Zeus. Between 211 and 215. Then you also have more arenas over here. And then you have this right here are the rushes. So this one is kind of unique. So to get the ultimate rushes, I don't know if it's the same way now, but back when I did it, you had to beat these and then they stayed permanently in your arenas over here. But you had to first beat them in special dungeon. I don't think that's how you do it now, but that's how they used to do it. So they have Ultimate Hera Rush, Ultimate Zeus Rush, Ultimate Double Rush, Ultimate Super Ultimate Dragon Rush, Ultimate Yamato Rush, and Ultimate Descent Rush. This is basically to get all the Heras. Wait, no, let me stop. Over here. This is how you get Hera, and then Hera and Zeus, both of those units. This is how you get Zeus, another way to get this one version of Zeus, or all the Zeuses, to be honest. This is where you mainly get the two main canonical doubles in the lore. This is where you get the one metal dragon that isn't a evolution material, but an actual unit. Yamato. This one is like Japanese yokai based monsters in this deck. It's not deck. Think about Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean dungeon right here. And Descend is just more of the only metal dragon that isn't an Evo material. And then just like with the normal, you get the arenas. Ultimate Descent Arena, Ultimate Arena, alternate Ultimate Arena, and then we have Sanctuary of the Gods, Illusionary saying certain words is like a tongue twister to me. Illusory World, Carnage. Then we have Super Ultimate Coliseum Special, and then Ultimate Coliseum Special. This right here, the purple ones are the only color above red that is actually extremely hard. Like, if you're talking about higher than red, there's very, very few purple dungeons. But when you bump into one, just know they are very hard. Other than that, that's all of the stage dungeons. Hope you like the video. Like, comment, or subscribe. This is going to be the last one until anything new comes out to look at or a bit of guide to. Have yourselves a wonderful day. Hope you enjoyed these sessions, and peace.